whoa, you know, lightheaded is the best way I could describe it. So anyway, my husband came in. I told them beforehand that I wanted to play my own music, so they were respectful of that. I played my music, and my daughter was born to oh my, Casey and Jojo all my life. I was about to start singing for you guys, but then I thought no, that's not what we're here for. So Casey and Jojo all my life. That's what she was born to. It was playing softly in the background, and I'm so happy we were able to capture the moment on video. And I do look back and watch it because it's just so beautiful. It means so much to me. I didn't get to capture it with my first daughter, but I'm so glad I captured it this time. And yeah, it was just so beautiful, and I was just so happy. One, I was so happy to not be pregnant anymore, because let me tell you, being pregnant and being overdue is it's a different kind of wickedness. It's another level of wickedness, because let me tell you, towards the end, my eyes are like this, like, what is this? Like, what is this life? What is this? Everybody's messaging like, how are you? Is the baby here? Oh, has baby come? Has baby come? And you have no good news to share with them. You just have to say, no, baby hasn't come. Nope, I'm still pregnant. I'm still pregnant. I'm still pregnant. And it was just like mental torture, I'm not going to lie to you. And then physically as well, like, I got to my wit's end. Like, when I was like 38 weeks, 37, 36 weeks pregnant, I was still full of energy, still, you know, holding on, hanging in there, like, yeah, you know, I'm good, I'm fine, you know, a few weeks to go, just got to hang on. When I got to like 40 weeks and this baby hadn't come, I was like, okay, now you're just playing with me, because I've done my time. I'm supposed to be pregnant for 9 months. I've done it. I don't need to be pregnant any longer. But anyway, as you know, it is what it is. So those 8 days they felt like forever. But anyway, back to the C-section. So I had the C-section. Everything went smoothly. I lost hardly any blood. There was no complications at all. Everything went smoothly. You can lose up to, I think, a litre of blood. I lost like 200 mils. So hardly anything. Yeah, they stitched me up. In the first C-section, the stitching up stage felt like it took forever, like almost an hour it felt like. And I think it was about close to an hour. And it was quite stressful, because I just wanted to get out of there and go and see my baby, because, you know, you can't spend time with the baby when you're still having surgery. But it just took ages. Whereas this time around, it felt so quick, literally like, I was stitched up within like 25 minutes, half an hour maximum, and I was out there. So when baby was born, my birth plan was to have some skin to skin. But to be honest, I just didn't feel there was enough space. And also, because I felt so lightheaded, I didn't feel like I could carry her. So I asked my husband to carry her, and I just kind of stroked her head. So when they brought her out, like, they put her over the curtain, so I was able to see her, kind of stroke her head a little bit. I was all tearful and crying. And then they gave her to my husband, they weighed her and everything. She weighed 3.6 kg, I think it was. So yeah, lovely weight. And yeah, it was just quite nice to compare, because she looked quite different to my other daughter. And like, I was expecting her to look just like my other daughter, because I didn't know what else to expect. So I was quite shocked to see that she looked quite different, but then she still looked quite the same. So yeah, anyway, so gave birth. So yeah, she went to my husband. He had skin to skin with her, and then I think they took us all to recovery, or they might have just taken me to recovery, I can't remember. Went to the recovery room. I was there maybe an hour or so. That's where they just check your vitals, make sure that you are, you know, well, your BP's fine, all that kind of stuff. So that was fine. I was seen by a nurse. Baby was fine. Then we went to the postnatal ward. The postnatal was, so the first time I gave birth, I was fortunate I had a side room, so I had a bit of privacy. This time I was on the main ward, right next to like other mums, and it was just all a bit mad. Like, you could literally, there was no privacy. But that being said, the good thing is my husband was able to stay till I think 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. in the hospital. Whereas with my first daughter, because of COVID, I was by myself from that point onwards, and that was really hard for me, especially just having had major surgery. So yeah, went on to the main postnatal ward, and basically they said if you are well within 24 hours, you can go home. And that's what happened. They did the observations. Initially it was every 30 minutes. Then once that had been like good, they changed it to every hour. Then they changed it to every 4 hours. They did checks on the baby. They checked, like, they do this check where they checked like the baby's limbs, they checked the baby's hearing, eyesight, everything. So they did all those checks on baby. She was perfect. Then they also came, like, physiotherapy came to speak to me. Who else came to speak to me in the hospital? What other departments? I think mainly physio that I can remember. Yeah, but anyway, I saw the consultant. They said, "Yep, you're fine. If you have issues, this is what you can do." Blah blah blah, and yeah, everything was good. So they discharged me the next day, um, and that was my C-section experience. So I've been at home recovering since then. Overall, my recovery's been fine. It's quite hard to compare it to my first recovery because I feel like when you go through something like this, you just remember the highlights. You don't remember the little days in between. So I feel like when I think of my first recovery, all I think of is like it went really well, I recovered really well, everything went smoothly. Whereas this time around, I'm thinking actually, I'm starting to remember that it wasn't, it was smooth, but there were, you know, those days where you got twinges here, bits of pain there, but you forget about all of that stuff. Well, I did anyway. So it's all kind of coming back to me. So I'll say my recovery was quite similar to the first one, in that the first few days were just, whoo, painful. I was on strong painkillers, but I tried to wean myself off those as quickly as possible. So I would say within 7 to 10 days, I was mainly just on paracetamol, and then definitely by 2 weeks, I was just on paracetamol, and not all the time, just when I needed it, when I felt pain. And that's basically what's happening till now. Like if I get pain, I'm on paracetamol. I am having some health issues that I don't know if they're related to the C-section or if they're not related. The timing is a bit questionable, but at the same time, I can't say for sure that's related to the surgery because I've been checked out and they couldn't see any links. So I'm hoping to get that further investigated and find out what is actually causing those health issues. But aside from that, I'm doing well. I'm kind of getting back to normal things. Tomorrow, so I'm recording this video on a Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday will be 5 weeks postpartum. So from next week, when I'll be 6 weeks, I plan to kind of up my activity levels and just be doing like more walking until I get to 12 weeks. And then when I get to 12 weeks and I'm a bit stronger, I plan to hopefully get back to exercising and joining the gym. So I've looked at it and I know what I want to do. I just need to give my body time to rest. And I'm also under physio as well for my pelvic pain. That's massively improved. I'll say 80% improvement. I can walk, I can do my cleaning, I can go where I need to go. Like before I can even walk to the shop, guys, like even walking to the shop was painful. Whereas now I can. So before I was pregnant, walking to the shop was like painful, really painful. Now, and then I'll say 2 weeks postpartum, walking to the shop was not so painful, it was doable, but it was still uncomfortable, like very uncomfortable. Now I can walk to the shop no problem. I can walk further than the shops. You know, I can take my kids out and things like that to places that are local, but maybe like a 20-minute walk away, I can do that. I could probably even walk to our local town, which is like a 40-minute walk. I feel confident that I could do that and come back and not be in like pain. So that's good news, but I'm still under physio because it's not completely gone. I'm still struggling at night sometimes, and yeah, but do you know what? Every single day I'm feeling better, stronger, less pain. I was still having bits of pain around my C-section area up until I'll say like a week ago, but I'm still getting twinges, but it's not like a noticeable pain. It's more like a tenderness if I touch it, and even the tenderness is improving. So yeah, I can't complain, guys. Everything went well, everything went smoothly, and yeah, I hope that helps somebody who's like possibly considering a planned C-section or who might be having a C-section, just to kind of prepare you, because I felt like even though I'd had one before, I definitely felt like watching videos helped me and reassured me, because you do forget. And also, like, you know, the first time it happens in an emergency, you don't actually know what happened. You don't know the process because it was all so quick and you didn't go through the proper process. Oh, the other thing I thought to say is they do make you sign paperwork and they'll go through like everything with you, just in terms of like surgery and everything. But yeah, so that was my C-section experience, and my baby's doing beautifully. Oh, what a lovely baby. Sweet little girl. She's doing perfectly. And her and my other daughter are bonding really nicely. Like, my other daughter absolutely loves her. Like, constantly giving her kisses and hugs and going up to her and checking up on her. And if she sees the baby crying, she gets so upset, like, why is baby crying? You know. So it's really nice to watch their bond. And yeah, being a mum of two, that's gonna have to be another video. having 2 little ones. I'll have to talk about that another time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, please subscribe, please share, and thank you all for the support so far, and I'll definitely be back with more